Now is not a good time, Jason. The ambush on Saria troubles me. How could the Black Tongues know we would be there? I fear there is a spy among us, so I have opened my mind to Hecate. I will be able to sense others whose minds are touched by her hand.
Does this put us at risk?
If I can sense them, they can sense me. It may alert them to our location, but if there is a spy, they already know that. I sense a presence following us, looking down upon us as if from a great height. They are aware of our purpose. They know what we know. The spy has been with us since we left Yolkus. No! She sees me. No! Stay out of my mind!
Medea!
I can't stop it, Jason! The runes! I can't release the power with these runes here! Remove them, Jason, or I will die!
The runes are supposed to protect you, and the rest of us. We agreed when we set out you were to stay here until our voyage was complete.
You have the right to keep me imprisoned! Let me out! Jason, you will not regret my gratitude. Do you not find me attractive? You are young, inexperienced. There is much I can teach you. Much I can show you.
You cannot tempt me. The real Medea would know that. You're not the Medea I know. You're being controlled. Fight it!
No!
Medea?
Yes. She is gone now.
I felt her. I felt Hecate.
I needed you to help me. I needed your will to drive her out. Thank you.
Are you hurt?
My mind is weary. Leave me now. I must rest.
After my tribe made the journey from Arcadia to Saria, I told myself I would never sail the seas again. Goes to show you, despite all our plans and declarations, the great unknown will always have its say. At least the tribe is well. I will look forward to my return and seeing the progress they have made.
I'm glad you supported Atalanta's choice to come along.
I think this voyage will be a wonderful experience for her, the danger notwithstanding. She is a special girl, a special woman. There is much to admire in her. The Nisiros cannot be selfish and keep her hidden from the world on Saria. I think she has much to learn from other humans, but I also think she has much to teach as well.
Who will lead the Nisiros in your absence?
Agrios has been chosen to serve as Aleph for the time being. He is a good choice. Our females will be returning soon, and they will help as well.
Were you surprised to learn you were in the bloodline of Hermes?
At first, yes. There are many legends of centaur origins, but none included Hermes. After I thought on it, though, it seemed fitting. I am proud to be a descendant of Hermes. No doubt he is amused by the entire situation.
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
We're one step closer to Alcime, Jason. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Lycomedes.
If we succeed, Mycenae will owe a debt to everyone on this ship.
What powers does Ares grant his warriors?
Ares will delight in feeding your rage, empowering your every blow with divine force. The fury of fire and the force of earth will be at your command.
Tell me of the defense that Ares offers.
Call to him in battle, and let the fire of his rage sear away all thought of fear. Let it burn away everything until nothing is left but a skin of molten rock. Then laugh with the chariot rider as your enemies try in vain to pierce that stone armor.
I've heard the enemies of Ares are often frozen in fear.
There's a power he bestows to the bravest of his champions. The power to petrify their enemies. Their minds freeze in fear as their bodies freeze in stone. Then, to truly please he who is the source of this, the champion will shatter them into pieces.
Tell me of the power he can bestow.
Call to him upon the field of battle, and he will answer. His power will surge through you, and you will send your enemies flying to the ferryman. The last sounds they will hear will be the crunch of their own bones and the laughter of the chariot rider.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
That centaur armor is finely crafted. Strong, but also flexible. I suppose if you've been at war for a millennium, your warcraft would be advanced.
I've charted our course to Kithra. Shall I let her loose?
I'll tell you in a bit, Argos.
Now I'd put the Stymphalian birds up against your chimera any day.
I've seen a chimera breathe forth a fearful blast of searing fire. No bird could withstand that.
Well, then, the giant Geryon and his two-headed dog Orthros. Now they wouldn't have any difficulty with a chimera.
It's 2 against 1. If we're going to pick teams, then I'll pair my chimera with a sphinx.
Looks like Atalanta and Lycus have settled in. I'm glad they're aboard.
Me too. Both will make fine allies.
Right before you arrived on Delphi, we were having a debate. I was trying to come up with an apt simile for a strong mind. I suggested the strong mind was like a trap. What goes in, stays in. The oracle replied, "A mind like a trap is great for killing what it catches." So I asked her opinion on the matter.
And what comparison did she offer?
She said, a strong mind is like a diamond. It sparkles brightest when it absorbs the light of truth. It has more than one facet, is precious beyond compare, and there is nothing it cannot cut. It's difficult to debate with someone who has all the answers.
And what powers does Apollo grant his champions?
The power of light as a weapon or a shield. Gifts of clarity and insight, or healing to recover from wounds.
Tell me of Apollo's shield.
The sun itself is Apollo's shield, and it can be yours as well. Now, the sun nourishes, the sun restores, it feeds the crops and the trees, it warms the body and soothes the mind. But the sun also destroys. It withers the fields and bakes the earth. Apollo commands the sun, does he not? And so his champions also nourish and also destroy. When destruction is your purpose, call upon them, and let the fury of the sun infuse your shield. Any foolish enough to strike you will feel its power.
Tell me of Apollo's healing power.
The power to heal is both mortal and divine. It is a creative force. In mortals, the art of healing depends upon the compendium of collected human knowledge. Apollo, whose understanding is perfect, heals perfectly, instantly. Apollo's healing power is a great human deed. Call upon him, and his light will heal you, Jason.
Speak to me of Apollo's light.
What force is stronger than the sun? The god of light, ask to see his light. The god of sun, ask that he shine upon you. His champions need only ask, and he will give to them his divine light, such as you have never seen. And those who stand against them will be burned and blinded by its brilliance.
That's all for now. Thank you.
So, tell me something, girl.
The name's Atalanta.
Right, Atalanta. The only human in a tribe of centaurs, eh? Must have got awful lonely at night.
Surprisingly, no. Saria's home to swarms of annoying little greasy flies that pester you day and night. Whenever loneliness took me, I would just get up and start swatting them. Quite satisfying, really.
So, your training as a warden made you a weapon master. Which of your weapons do you prefer?
They all have their purpose.
Oh, come now. You must have a favorite. Hypothetically, say you were headed into battle and could only take one with you. Which would it be?
I would take my sword. It's versatile and allows me to adapt to whatever threat I should come across.
If you say so. I'd still take a spear over a sword any day.
This ship is amazing, Jason. It's as big as the village.
So the open ocean suits you?
To be honest, I'm a bit bored. The ship is big, but I miss the hunt. Lycus told me the Centaurs sailed for months to get to Saria. I'm already feeling restless, and it's only been a day.
There'll be plenty of action ahead. Enjoy the calm and peace for now. If you're bored, I'm sure Pan wouldn't mind telling you a tale.
Or 10. I've already had the pleasure. I'm excited, I think. Everything beyond Saria is new to me.
How was it living by yourself for so long?
Never really thought about it when it was happening, just the way it was. Mostly I thought about what I was going to eat that night. Anyway, I had the satyrs and manticores to keep me company. I learned a lot from watching the satyrs. What plants were good to eat, how to make a fire.
How did you become such a good archer?
Practice. My father taught me how to shoot. Made me my first bow. The first manticore I ever killed was with that little thing. See, when you're hunting manticores, you learn pretty quick to make every shot count. Later, the Nisiros taught me their style. The centaurs are excellent when firing on the move.
I've charted our course to Kithra. Shall I let her loose?
Make good time. As fast as she can go.
There are secrets buried on Kithra you would rather not have. Send some men. Have them seek a way inside the temple. If it's still sealed, then let them lie in wait for Jason when he arrives.
What is it?
We've arrived at Kithra. We'll soon go ashore to find a descendant of Athena.
I sense a taint on this island. A corruption.
Hecate? Black Tongues?
I'm not sure. It's not like any other presence I've felt involving the Dark Titaness. It's old and quiet. Almost as if dormant.
Hostile?
I can't say. It's as if it teeters on the edge, waiting to be tipped to one side or the other.
I fought a campaign in the swamps of the Cyclades once. Word of advice, lad. Watch the bugs. I lost more men to bugs than I did to the enemy.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you here, Jason. My people have never heard of Kithra before. One thing I can tell you. The winds carry no scent of humans. Cooking fires, fisheries, waste, nothing.
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
If by chance you come across some quicksilver, could use a bit of it around here.
I doubt it, Daedalus. But we'll keep a lookout.
Or cinnabar. Cinnabar would be a godsend.
Most ships refuse to sail here. Kithra has a reputation for being cursed. Those ruined ships at the docks don't do much to dispel that rumor.
This place looks deserted. We need to make port with it.
It will be interesting to see how much of the Kithra I remember still remains.
That's all for now. Thank you.
What's a few ghosts, anyway?
So Kithra was once home to the Fleece?
Held in Athena's temple.
Must have been someone either very brave or very stupid to steal something from Athena.
Or very desperate. In any case, it's not the fleece we're supposed to find here, but a descendant of Athena herself.
Understood. So I've been speaking with Lycus. He thinks it a good idea that I live among humans for a time. After we find the fleece, of course. He says I won't ever truly know myself until I do.
When we're done, you're welcome to return with me to Yolkis. You can see how that fits you. And then go from there. It's a beautiful place. Not as busy as Mycenae. Lots of open space.
I'd like to see your home. Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer.
I've been to Kithra once or twice over the centuries, Jason. But not since the great storm afflicted the island. After that, no one heard from Kithra again. Nevertheless, perhaps I would prove useful in navigating the ruins that remain.
Yes. You'll come ashore with me.
Right. Let's go. This looks like a pleasant stop. What wonderful place will you take us next, Jason?
This place was once full of life. Fishermen at work, ships arriving to bring travelers from all over Greece. Further inland is Kithra village and the temple of Athena itself.
From the looks of things, we're wasting our time. There's no one here, blood of Athena or otherwise.
It's one of the great mysteries. One day, during a fantastic thunderstorm, everything just stopped. News from Kithra simply ceased to exist. Travelers arrived to find the island deserted and the temple sealed. Some claim they found a city of statues, as if the people had left behind monuments to themselves.
And what of the fleece?
Kithra was once home to the Golden Fleece. Some think the fleece could still be here. As far as I know, no one's been inside the temple since that great storm so many years ago.
Somewhere on this island is the person we seek.
If only we came before the vanishing, you could have chosen between two members of Athena's bloodline. Twins.
Twins?
The High Priestess Medusa and her brother Perseus, the Temple Guardian. Both young and beautiful and full of promise, the pride of Kithra. But they vanished along with the rest. The one we seek would have to be many generations removed from those siblings.
The sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll finish. Come.
These Kithrans were strange folk. Not bad work, though.
Could it be a warning?
Of what?
Of whatever caused the Kithrans to disappear.
An Isle of Judgment awaits its sentence. The Temple of Wisdom cries out for guidance. Wisdom, justice, courage, discipline, humility. These are the virtues that must be preserved.
Sealed or not, I say we make for the temple. We'll find a way inside.
The temple lies past the swamps, adjoined to Kithra village, beyond a great gate. If those gates are closed, We may have a hard time getting in. We shall see.
Are you the judge? The village is ahead.
So there are people at the village. Be nice to have some hospitality for once.
But why are the docks so unkempt?
Rude little girl didn't even wait for us.
The people of Kithra were always a bit rigid in their thinking, being Athena's followers and all.
They're waiting for you.
This place is depressing.
Here, come. This is what you must do.
Who are you?
My name is Strixa. I was chosen to deliver the message. This is the Ring of Virtues. This is what you must do.
How long have you been here, Strixa? Is your family here?
I'm not alone. Everyone is here. They've been waiting for you. You've already seen the others.
The statues?
Yes. The Dark Ones came in the night. We were defenseless. we could not stand against them.
Talk sense, girl. These Dark Ones turned the people into statues?
No, she did. To keep us safe until the virtues could be restored. That's why we've been waiting. For you.
Who are the Dark Ones? Do you mean the Dark Statues?
Their hearts are black, but not as black as what lies in the temple. Darkness took the light away, stole it in the night. You must make the virtues shine again.
I don't understand. What virtues do you speak of?
You know, don't you? You tell him.
We are standing in the ring of virtues, Jason. The 5 smaller circles at the edges represent the 5 virtues of Athena. Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, and humility. Last I was here, each of the virtue circles shone like a beacon of light. The people here believed the light would shine for as long as the virtues were honored on this island.
This is what you must do. Make the virtues shine again. Then the temple will be open to us all. Tell him.
She's right, Jason. The gate only opens after the ring of virtues is lit.
So, what? We need torches or something?
You must find and save the devout. 5 true believers. 5 virtues. Bring them home, and their virtue will light your path.
If these devout people are statues, how can they be saved?
Their time for waiting is over, now that you are here. When you near them, they will hear your call.
Strixa, do you know if there is anyone still here who carries the blood of Athena?
The twins are trapped within, but whether they will be saved is a judgment not yet given.
How will we know these believers who must be saved? Where can we find them?
They are here, in the village, in the swamps. They are waiting for you.
What are the 5 virtues?
Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, humility. These are the beacons that will light your path.
We will find your 5 virtuous Kithrans, and if they are in danger, we will save them.
Order from chaos, hope from despair, redemption from dishonor. The Dark Ones will try to stop you. And so it has begun.
Athena, help us!
Jason! Stop!
Stop!
You've saved us. I knew our prayers would be answered.
Thank you, stranger. Who are you?
I am Jason. These are my companions.
The satyr? You've been here before.
Yes, long ago. You are Magistrate Menno.
I am.
Menno, tell us what happened here.
They were Ionians. They attacked us in the night. Before we knew it, they were in the village. Before we could react, many were slaughtered. Some of our people fled into the swamps.
Ionians chased after them as well.
When all hope seemed lost, Athena delivered us, protecting us until one could arrive to stop this attack.
Have Ionians attacked before? Were they raiders?
That's what I thought at first. But they knew much of our village. I heard one of their captains shout orders to find and kill Perseus.
If they were simply raiders looking for plunder, how would they know his name?
Where are your defenses, your warriors?
We have none. Not after Phaedon disbanded the temple guard.
Phaedon?
A foreign prince and scholar. He is Medusa's advisor and consort.
Why did he disband the guard?
He said that true followers of Athena should trust in her protection.
The guard, he said, was a sign of a lack of faith.
Have Ionians attacked before? Were they raiders?
That's what I thought it.
If they were simply raiders looking for plunder, how would they know his name?
Do you know what's happened inside the temple?
No, the gate is shut. The ring of virtues has gone dark. You must find our people and bring them home. Then, perhaps, the gate will open again.
Are Medusa and Perseus inside?
I can only assume so. Medusa lived in the temple. Perseus was with us in the village when the attacks occurred. But he ran inside to get the Spear of Virtue, hoping it would turn the battle.
A squad of Ionians followed him inside. The gate shut soon after that.
We must find and save more of your people. We saw other statues on the way here. Where else should we look?
There are still more here in the village, but I beseech you to also explore the swamps. My daughter Iona was keeping a vigil at a small shrine to Athena there.
Our healer Cassia is out there as well. She went to gather herbs for the sick. We have a small child racked with fever. Cassia must be found.
Stay safe here. We'll send any others we find back to the village.
You fulfill Athena's will. Return our people and my daughter Iona.
Athena protect you.
Here, did proud Arachne hang herself after realizing the folly of her arrogance. The Weaver, whose skill was flawless but whose wisdom wasn't, chose to challenge Athena herself. Arachne wove a tapestry disrespectful to the gods. When compared to the noble work of Athena, Arachne could not bear her shame. Athena took pity on Arachne and turned her lifeless form into a spider.
Is weaving something to boast about? Seriously. Do I care if someone's the finest weaver in all of Greece? Of course not.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd find me out here.
You were aware of our presence?
In a sense. In Athena's sanctuary, we could feel the passage of time, but not as you do. Others who have come, we see only as passing shadows. But you are clear to us. As you approached, I could see fully again. I'm glad you came when you did. Not for my own sake, you understand, but for the child's.
What child?
Demetria, a young girl. She has a terrible fever. Eleni was watching over her while I went to find herbs.
Cassia, do you know what's happened in the temple?
Not since I left to tend to Demetria. I was serving as the High Priestess Medusa's personal healer. So I have seen firsthand the changes that have occurred in the temple since Phaedon arrived. Changes to our laws, our customs, and to Medusa herself.
What were the changes to the law?
Before, we had a system of laws that were established so that everyone would know them. Phaedon gave more powers to the judges, allowing them to decide cases as they personally saw fit. Of course, Phaedon often sits as judge himself.
How did Phaedon influence your customs?
The temple and the village were once closely joined.
The priest would often come to the Ring of Virtues and speak with the people directly. They would even bring the fleece there and use it to heal the suffering. Phaedon stopped all that. Ordinary people are no longer allowed in the temple, and the fleece is not allowed out.
What happened to Medusa?
Medusa was always a bit vain. Athena, forgive me for saying so. It is her great weakness. Phaedon played to that vanity. He feeds her constant flattery. She was once serious and concerned about her station and the people. But more and more, she has ceded her authority to Phaedon, while she spends her days in idle amusement.
Go, Cassia. Return to the village where it's safe.
I will. I just pray I'm not too late to save Demetria.